Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Waistline Crusher members. I'm really excited to speak with you today and really introduce an awesome health coach from Young Living here tonight named Megan Techmeyer. And she's just absolutely wonderful at what she does. And she's got some really cool products and programs that she's going to be going over tonight. But the main topic that we're going to be discussing is going to be cleanses and detoxes. And this is something that Megan's an absolute expert at in what she does. So without further ado, I'll leave the stage and let Megan share some great information with you. Thanks for taking the time to be on the webinar tonight, Megan.
Thanks, Jonathan. I have been super excited. This is actually my first webinar, and usually my cleanse and detox classes are in front of an actual live audience, in-person audience. So this is really exciting for me, and I'm super excited to share this information. This is an introduction to cleanse and detox. We could go on and on forever about specifics, yet this is a general overview of why we need it, the options, and I give y'all some products to look at as well. So we're going to go ahead and dive on in. So first of all, this is me. My name is Megan Techmeyer. I live in Plano, Texas. I grew up in Plano, and I am back. And I love health and wellness. I learned, study, and I share natural health and wellness subjects with others. So how I began my journey is I suffered from allergies my entire life. The bad symptoms. I had hives, runny nose, itchy, watery eyes. Every single symptom that you can think of having to do with allergies, I had it. And I had it on a consistent basis. I would miss work. I was miserable. I would go to the doctors. I had to go get steroid shots, antibiotics, and a whole slew of prescribed and over-the-counter medication. One day I got really sick of it. Why is my doctor, who is unhealthy herself, telling me how I should treat my body? I got sick of it. So I started looking for a natural way to do this, to help with my allergy symptoms. I went online, the honey tea thing, honey, and I finally found Young Living essential oils. And since I started using the oils, I started down my path of natural health and wellness. I no longer go to the doctor. I have not been to the doctor once since I discovered the essential oils and other natural ways to heal and treat these symptoms. So that started my path, and since then I study health and wellness consistently. So I have other classes such as I study things like meal planning, natural weight loss, things like that. So I'm excited to share about this specific topic tonight. I am a Young Living distributor. I've been doing it for over 6 months, and I do weekly classes covering products and usage of essential oils, which I'll get more into later. So now, enough about me. Let's get into the fun stuff. So today we're going to be going over benefits of colon cleansing, what is a cleanse, types of cleanses, and how often one would do a cleanse. So let's go over some benefits of doing a colon cleanse or a cleanse and detox. So weight loss. If someone is starting a weight loss plan, if they're about to start Waistline Crushers and they're about to get serious with with a weight loss plan, exercise, and nutrition, starting off with the colon cleanse is an excellent way to flush out the system before you start taking the supplements or the protein. Getting your intestines cleaned out will allow the nutrient and supplement intake. It'll allow it to penetrate a lot easier and let the good stuff flow into your body, the bad stuff out a lot quicker, easier. So cleansing is also great for the absorption of minerals. So it increases the body's absorption. The cleanse is going to remove waste from the walls of your colon, allowing one-on-one contact with the food, speeding up the process of absorption. So if you're taking protein shakes or other multivitamins, it will enhance the effects of these. So I know we spend a lot of money on supplements, so it's great to get the best effect from what we're spending our money on. And effective digestion. Colon cleanses enhance your overall digestion. Waste move through your system much quicker, diminishing chances of parasites or infections from sitting in. So if you think about it, the longer that waste sits in your body, the higher the risk of parasites latching on or infections or any of that nasty stuff. A detox will remove unwanted waste and toxins from your body that might be slowing it down. So in turn, you'll have more energy. So one of the main effects, the main benefits of a colon cleanse is you will have increased energy. And who does not want more energy to go out into the gym and exercise, more energy for your work and more energy for your family? So next, we need to understand what exactly we are cleansing. So a cleanse and detox, yes, it starts detoxifying your body of excess toxins in your liver, kidneys, your bloodstream, yet it really focuses on the digestive tract. So we are cleansing, especially with what we're talking about today, the intestines. So the intestines start at our mouth and go down to our stomach, small intestine, colon, and then all the way to the anus. These components determine what goes into our body and what stays out. Our intestines include our colon, and they need to be able to process out these toxins safely and effectively, or disease and other issues can set in. There is over 22 feet of digestive tract, and this is the reason it can take a few sessions or a few cleanses to effectively get out old waste that has been gathering for considerable length of time. So this is really important. The younger you start cleansing, the faster it's going to work. So if you're 65 and doing a cleanse for the first time, you might get slower results than someone that is, say, 20 and did a cleanse for the first time. So over the course of time, the colon has a tendency to get impacted with fecal matter, plaque, and undigested food. So the more the plaque is lining the digestive tract, the less one-on-one contact the food can have with our digestive tract. And also the body, it's challenging for it to say whether something is good or bad. So our digestive tract says, okay, this thing coming into my body, this is healthy. I need this, or I'm going to digest this. I'm going to put it into the bloodstream, or this is toxic. We need to get rid of this ASAP. The body gets very, very confused when all this plaque, when all this decaying matter, and even yucky parasites are lining our intestinal tract. It doesn't know what's a toxin. So it could be, your body could be shooting toxins into your blood just because your digestive tract is lined with plaque. And a cleanse is going to grab the plaque from the intestinal walls and pull it out. So over the course of time, and we're talking years, digestive problems don't just happen over a year. This is a very, very compounded thing that you'll see. Time does play a big part when you're dealing with the negative side effects of having plaque inside your digestive tract. And some of the side effects, which I'm not going to go into a lot of the negative components, but you could be experiencing bloating, constipation, or at the other end of the spectrum, things like diarrhea or compacted bowels, or and then indirectly, you could be experiencing fatigue, dry skin, muscle soreness because of all the toxins being brought into your system. So right now we're going to go over problem-causing things. So these things are things we put into our body or we experience on a daily basis that have a direct or indirect impact of our digestive health. So number one is foods. So processed and GMO food, genetically modified organisms, have an impact on our digestive tract. So the highest amount of GMO foods are found in soy, corn, canola oil, dairy, zucchini, and squash. Also, vegetable oils and grains can have a negative impact. I know a lot of us have heard the gluten, how eating gluten can have a negative effect on our stomach, our digestive tract, things like that. And especially genetically modified organisms and processed foods have a lot of toxins in them that if our digestive tract was working normally, would just pass them right on through. But unfortunately, that's not the case 100% of the time. And then also antibiotics. Antibiotics, a lot of our immune system is linked to our digestive tract. Taking anything that affects this natural cycle can lower our immune system. So we're putting stuff into our body, and our body is deciding, well, if it's good or bad. So antibiotics is one of these toxic chemicals that our body has to process, whether it's good or bad. And antibiotics usually are delivered through the stomach. And anything that and we're finding more and more that the health of our digestive tract links to our immune system. And we always want the highest possible immune system, especially when we're looking at everything in our life, whether it's from allergies to cold and flu. We want to make sure that we're as healthy as possible all the time. So stress, energy is put into relieving stress in the body and is no longer putting that much energy into organ systems like digestion. So stress is one of those it seems like it's one of those everyday occurrences, and especially for the American lifestyle and society. Yet what stress does is it triggers a flight or fight response in our body. And this is a very primitive response. So our brain hasn't fully caught up to our everyday living right now. So it's a very primitive response, and stress causes us to fight or flight. And all of the blood that is used for, say, digestion, for our skin, for our hair, all of this energy is pulled from these organ systems and put where it's needed, to the brain and to the muscles, so we can fight or flight in these stress response occurrences. So there's less energy dedicated to things like digestion and other organ systems. So stress has a big effect on not only toxins, digestion, it also has a big effect on our immune system. So really, you can see how it's all linked together. So next is a really fun part, types of cleansing. And I'm sure we've all heard types of cleansing when we've been out and about, either at Whole Foods, Sprouts. A lot of grocery stores carry different kind of juices, cleansing systems. You've seen it on the web. There are some fun ones, and there's probably some here that you haven't heard about. So the most simple type of cleanse, and I've heard a couple of diet cleanses before that involve foods. So usually these diet cleanses that involve food are foods that are just super, super high in fiber to move everything out of you. And I've heard some crazy ones like, all you do is eat cabbage soup. One of my friends told me that if you guys want to go ahead and try it out and then let me know the results, that would be great, but it's just not for me. So foods, eating a lot of whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and beans. These are all loaded with fiber, and there are many types of these food/diet/cleansing things on the internet, so feel free to Google them. So 2, herbs and supplements. There's cleansing systems that have to do with exactly that, herbs and supplements, and I'm going to go over one in here in just a minute. Number 3 is juicing. So I don't know if you've been to Whole Foods lately, or another nutrition store that carries either a 3-day pack, a 5-day pack, a month pack of juice. So it's all juiced foods. So that's an option too. And again, they usually come in like, if you want to do a 3-day, you know, a 5-day a month, these tend to range anywhere from $30 per month to $300 per month. And basically you're getting just juice in a bottle, and that's pretty much all you're taking. So, and then there's also clinical. Clinical for example, hydrotherapy. So that is a colon hydrotherapy. You go into a clinic, make sure that there's a licensed clinician or a naturopathy doing this. There's also things that are rear entry, like I've heard of coffee cleanses. So you're taking lukewarm coffee and doing rear entry stuff with it. And again, there's YouTube videos on that. That's definitely not what I'm going over today, but it is something to keep in mind, that there's different options for you to tango with. Do a couple all at once, or maybe one at a time. And as I do each one of these, I will absolutely share my experience with you guys. So today I am going over a herb/supplemental system with you guys. This is called the Cleanse Trio by Young Living, and I'm going over this one in particular because not only am I a Young Living distributor, but I've done this and I've had great results with it. So I definitely wanted to share this option with you, and I understand that this option may not be the best for everyone. Some people like to drink their cleanse and detox, some people like to eat it, and then some people find that pills and supplements are easier. So there is something out there for everyone, but this is the one that I'm going to go over today. So the Cleansing Trio contains these 3 products to improve your health through cleansing your system and eliminating waste by specifically supporting normal liver function. Augmented with herbs that are rich in vitamins, minerals, enzymes, amino acids, fiber, and essential oils, the Cleansing Trio will give you new energy and improved sense of well-being. So there's 3 different products. The first one is Essential Zyme. Essential Zyme is an advanced multi-enzyme complex that promotes complete digestion and assists in the assimilation of nutrients. So this one helps the digestive tract, food move through the digestive tract, and it helps the absorption of the minerals. So this is pretty much a precursor to the next 2. It's going to help your digestive tract actually absorb the nutrients that are about to pass through it with these 2 other items. Comfort Tone is the next one. Comfort Tone is an effective combination of herbs and essential oils that support the health of the digestive system by eliminating residue from the colon and enhancing its natural ability to function optimally. So the colon is a large intestine, and what Comfort Tone does is the supplement goes through your digestive tract. The supplement opens up and it grabs the plaque on the side of the digestive tract and in the colon. It grabs it, physically grabs it, and drags it out. So when I'm talking about clearing out the plaque from the sides, this is what it does. Grabs it, pulls it out, literally. The next is ICP, and it contains an advanced mix of toxin-absorbing fibers for the relief of the occasional constipation. It also includes a unique blend of therapeutic-grade essential oils. Each serving contains 3 grams of soluble fiber and 1 gram of insoluble fiber. So this is actually a herb and supplement powder. You mix it with water, and I'll go over the usage instructions here in a second, but this is really someone's best friend when you're going through a cleanse and detox. These first 2 are pretty powerful supplements. So this 3rd one really eases everything out and really coats the stomach, coats the intestines, so everything flows out and the supplements get out, and everything that the comfort tone is pulling out gets slid out very easily. These first two do contain whey, so there's some protein in it. So we want to make sure the cleansing process is as comfortable as possible for us. So that's what ICP does. It really just releases everything. So those are the three, and then here are the usages of each. Now this whole system is a 90-day system, and when you get the bottles, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. There's a lot of servings in each of these bottles, so you get a lot. So it's around a 90-day. It's a 90-day cleanse, and it just depends on how many supplements you take per day, or if you raise the bar at the end. So it's customizable for everyone. So Essential Zyme, you take 3 times daily in between meals. So it's going to look like breakfast, and then around 10 o'clock, take an Essential Zyme, and it's a capsule. And then after lunch, 2 to 3 hours, even if you have to set your alarm, another one. And then after you have dinner. So that's 3 times in between meals. And then for Comfort Tone, you take 2 to 5 capsules before breakfast and 2 to 5 before bedtime. I recommend starting out with 2 before breakfast, and that's 30 minutes before breakfast, and then 2 before bedtime, and that's 30 minutes before bedtime. So you're taking 4 capsules of this per day, and then you're taking 3 capsules of the Essential Zyme per day. So that's 7 capsules. So you can easily just pull these out of the jar and then throw them in a plastic baggie and take them to work. Or what I do is I take them out of the container, I just lay them on the cabinet. So when I'm doing my daily routine or morning routine, they're right there so I can remember to take them. And then the ICP. The ICP, again, is the supplemental powder, and you take a half a teaspoon before bedtime until the bottle is empty. And so this will last the full entire 90 days. You do get quite a bit in here. And it is really important to remember to take this because it'll be your best friend. So you have your system, and you have your cleanse and detox regimen ready to go. There are a couple things that I definitely want you to know and that I highly suggest before you dive into a cleanse and detox. Yeah, it contains a little bit of a lifestyle change, but nothing too crazy. So it is highly recommended to cut down or not consume a lot of toxins during this process, like caffeine, alcohol, into your body, or any of the items mentioned below, like a lot of processed foods. Please don't go out to McDonald's or stuff like that, or eat a whole bunch of chips or something like that, because your body will be removing a lot of toxins from your liver, from other organ systems as well, and it pumps a lot of toxins into your body to get rid of through fecal matter, and then of course your urinary tract. So all of these toxins are going to be released into your body, and your body really does not need for you to consume a lot of alcohol or other toxins when it's already working on overdrive to get these toxins out. And the trio helps you with eliminating those toxins as best as it can with things like the ICP, but it's really important to make sure you drink a lot of water with these, especially when you're talking about the digestive tract, because we need a lot of water, and the digestive tract does use a lot of water when it's moving food through it. So water is going to be important, especially during the first 3 days, to eliminate those toxins. So what happens if you do slip up? It's not the end of the world. Yeah, if you have a glass of wine on Friday night, this does not diminish the progress. So keep in mind, it does not diminish what you're trying to do if you do have a few cups during the first few days. It's okay. So yeah, you can have a cup of coffee or two during the first couple days. It's not by any means going to ruin your progress. You're still going to get results, yet it may delay results a little bit, and you might feel the side effects as in fatigue or excess fatigue, because again, your body's trying to get rid of a lot of toxins. So just keep that in mind, that our goal, our intention is to get rid of toxins, and let's try to keep it on the low down with how much toxins we are putting in our body. So let's see. Before we get to that, hello. Okay, it's going out of control. Back that thing up. Okay, so before we get to that, I want to give you an idea of what to expect when you go through a cleanse. What to expect during the first couple days, what to expect in the first couple of weeks, and the results that you can expect to see, physically see during this process, because I have done the entire process from start to finish. So I can give you an idea of what you're going to experience and through all types of cleanses, and especially this cleanse. So we already talked about before starting what we can do to reduce the side effects. So reduce the toxins, we're going to reduce the side effects, and this is why. During the first few days, fatigue can set in. It really can set in quite a bit. The colon and toxins are actually being released into your bloodstream for removal. Be easy on yourself during the first few days. So if most likely, and many people that I've talked to do experience fatigue in the first few days, and this can also lead to irritability. So if you know to expect it and then you feel it, it's not that big of a deal. Rather than the first couple of days, you sitting there, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Life stinks. Well, that's the reason why. It's actually a good thing. Your body's getting rid of a lot of toxins. Also keep in mind the smell and appearance of, just to put it, I guess, in a nice way, defecations may be diverse. However, don't be frightened, as this is common. Keep in mind that you're dislodging materials that have been put away for quite a while. So yeah, everyone experiences different stuff like that. I do want to point out that this cleanse and detox system isn't a you got to run to the toilet kind of thing. So it's a very gentle cleanse, and time is on your side with this cleanse. It's very gentle, and I know that some cleanses warn you better be by a toilet, but no, this is not it. After the first couple days, those are really the most challenging. You might feel bloated because of the supplements attaching to the side of the intestines and releasing the fecal matter. So you might feel bloat, fatigue, irritation. You might be really, really thirsty. So if you are, that's cool. Go drink a lot of water. So this is the fun part. So what you can expect after 2 to 3 weeks. So this means a large part of the waste is casted out, and of course is going to be different for everyone, definitely depending on age and nutritional lifestyle. After a couple weeks, you'll actually start to feel lighter. You feel much lighter. I've actually had reports of people going on cleanses, weighing themselves before the cleanse and then after, and they lost 2 to 3 pounds. That's 2 to 3 pounds of weird fecal matter that's been trapped in the intestines are now gone. You can also expect higher vitality levels. You can also expect your stomach to shrink in inches and feel skinnier. So this is what I experienced. After around 2 weeks, I was putting on my pants, and then my pants fit a lot better because I was no longer bloated because of whatever was trapped in my colon. And your stomach actually, your waist area actually gets smaller, because if you think about it, our colon wraps around the outer edges of our waist. And so after all the matter is gone, then it's actually smaller. So you might find when you're putting on your jeans or your pants, you're like, wow, my stomach feels empty. It's awesome. So this next one is my favorite part of the cleanse and detox, and it came as a total surprise to me. It is the skin. I had no clue that the digestive tract was linked so closely to the health of our skin, but it makes total sense now. After I went through the cleansing detox, my skin has a glow, a brown glow. It sort of looks like I have been out in the sun tanning, but not. The skin on my face has, the pigment has come back. The pigment on my arms and my legs, my stomach, and even my back. The pigment on my skin has come back, and I didn't know that I had lost it until I got it back. So I don't have the pale and frail and pasty look anymore. I have that glow now. So once you get that back, you're like, wow, this is how my skin is supposed to look. This is another fun part, and especially if you're part of the Amazing Waistline Crushers and you're out there exercising or lifting weights, running, jogging, dancing, yoga, whatever your poison may be, doing these cleansing detoxes, your bone, ligaments, and joints work a lot better. So I do a lot of yoga, and I could feel my knees, my joints, my wrists, my elbows, they all worked better. I would like to say they were more slippery. So they fit into the joint better. My ligaments were all around better. And also I got fatigue a lot less. I also do like to jog and run. And what I noticed is I could run a lot farther without getting any muscle cramps or any of the fatigue in my thighs that I usually get. So it definitely helps your athletic performance. And again, it's because the toxins are getting eliminated from your body. I mean, how could that not help? So I want to go over a little bit of background on Young Living. I went through some of the products and going through a little bit about what Young Living is about and how they came to make these supplements and how they came to make a cleanse and detox system is important. So a Young Living, we have therapeutic grade essential oils. These are very different than what you find at the corner store. These are for therapy. They are for the intentions of health and wellness. These are not perfumes. These are not little spritzers that you put around your bathtub or in your carpet or spritz wherever. These are for the intentions of making people a whole lot healthier. Young Living has been in business for over 21 years, and it's family owned and based out of Utah. And not only do they have, and they are a worldwide company, we have farms and distributors in all over the world. So these therapeutic grade oils are within the Young Living supplement line. These essential oils have a high absorption rate due to similar molecular compounds in plants and humans. So I go over a little bit more about essential oils and how they're made in another class that I have, but the main component I want you guys to understand is essential oils are to protect plants. Well, essential oils can also protect humans. Essential oils keep parasites, pests, insects off of plants. Essential oils can keep parasites, insects, and bugs off of humans as well. Essential oils used to heal plants from diseases. Well, essential oils can heal humans from diseases as well, because humans and plants actually have similar molecular compounds and similar structures. So we can use the benefits of essential oils for us. So that's what Young Living decided to do with these supplements. So in the trio, in the ICP, in the Comfort Tone, in the Essential Zyme, they have essential oils, and they have herbs that absorb into the bloodstream, absorb into humans a lot quicker. So that's why they decided to make supplements. It's like, we have these essential oils that their absorption rate is phenomenal. If we put these in capsule form in the right sequence, then we can make supplements out of them as well. And that's exactly what they did. So to find out more about essential oils, I definitely recommend my Essential Oils 101 classes, or webinars. So if you're interested in the cleansing trio, this is the steps in order to buy the system for you to try out for yourself. You need to sign up as a retail member. So you go to youngliving.com/sign up, and the button is on youngliving.org, and you select your order option as a retail member. And if you would like a wholesale option, definitely visit one of my classes and I can go through more about those options. And then you enter my member number. You do need to know a distributor in order to purchase the product. So there's my member number, my distributor number, and you enter that into the enroller sponsor. Then you fill out your information, and that then you become a member of Young Living, and that means you have the privilege of shopping at Young Living. And then you go under the supplements and you grab the Young Living Cleansing Trio, and then you check out and record your login information so you can come back later and check out the other cool oils and products that Young Living has. So that being said, if you are in the local area, I highly recommend you come out and learn some background about Young Living. It would definitely add to the information that I showed you tonight about natural health, natural living, and natural ways to do things. So this is my introduction to Young Living Essential Oils, and it's hosted each Sunday at MASH in Frisco off of Preston Road in Warren, and it's from 3 to 5, and it's absolutely free, and you can RSVP on my meetup. It's called Dallas Healthy Living Meetup. And finally, you can feel free to contact me. Super easy to get a hold of me. You can email me at megan@thecleaneatingfreak.com. You can visit my website, thecleaneatingfreak.com, or you can give me a shout. And for all of the Waistline Crusher members, this is a very exclusive offer for Jonathan's members only, and it's a free 30-minute consultation with me, myself, and I to go over what you got and what you're interested in learning about regarding natural health and wellness, and all that kind of good stuff. I also offer lunch and learns and corporate speaking events. So if you or anyone you know is interested, please contact me. And thanks again, you guys, for checking out this video. And I hope you learned a ton, and I'm going to turn it back over to Jonathan.
Awesome, Megan. Awesome. That was wonderful. I definitely learned a lot out of that. I really appreciate you taking time and sharing that with us tonight.
Sweet.
I did have one question you touched on earlier about the benefits. Like, I know a lot of people who have asked me personally about cleanses would ask me, what can they reasonably expect in terms of results that they get, within the first month, second month, and third month. And I know you mentioned earlier, people have been reporting losing about 2 to 3 pounds by simply going through that cleanse. Now, is that 2 to 3 pounds for the whole 90 days, or is that the first 30 days? Like, you'll elaborate a little bit more for that?
So the 2 to 3 pounds is not a goal. So the 2 to 3 pounds is the result of anything that's been trapped in the intestines removing itself. Now, it's a bonus. It's a bonus that you lost 2 to 3 pounds, but really the benefit comes in of cleansing and detoxing is before you start waistline crushers. So I've seen your system, and you have amazing meal plans and amazing food for people to start cooking for themselves. These people, you need the food that you cook to enter into your body, and you need to use it correctly. So yes, if you do this before a weight loss plan, you're going to get better results from the weight loss plan because your body's working better, because you're functioning better, because your joints are working better. So over that 90 days, now are you going to lose weight? I mean, if it is, it is indirectly, but the benefits that you're going to receive health-wise and going into a weight loss plan overshadow any weight loss that you can have. And overall, your body's just going to work better. And plus, I know, Jonathan, you recommend things like protein if you're working out, and you have a great protein that you recommend for people, yet you want to make sure that the protein is being able to get into the muscles. What happens is people buy supplements, they buy this great protein, but their body never gets to use any of it because they have stuff lining their intestinal tract, and your body doesn't even know protein's coming into it. So you get the wear and tear of the muscles and other bad things like that. But the results can be exponential when you're talking about doing it before getting on an exercise and nutritional plan.
Okay. Well, great. Well, my last question for everyone here is I'm sure that they're going to be curious to want to know is, what if they're already on an exercise plan, and what would you recommend for them to kind of like tip their toe in the water to say, because, you know, maybe someone's never done a cleanse before, maybe they're just now trying to eat a little bit cleaner. And as you expressed earlier, if you have an unhealthy diet and you get a cleanse, you're going to have a different experience than if you're already eating really clean and then you throw this on there. So what would you recommend for that for people?
Okay, yes, like I understand that your viewers are going to be very excited about their new plan that they're experiencing. And we both know the time dedication that it takes for your health and fitness. So what I would recommend to dip your toe in the water while you're doing a weight loss plan, if you've already started, is to do simple things, simple maintaining things. Like, for example, water with lemon. So that is a natural detox. So that's something that you can do every day. If you're doing a cleanse and detox, I would recommend that your whole heart is into it, that your focus and your concentration is into it. Because just like anything, it takes focus and it takes time, and it takes you being very aware of what's going on with your body. So mixing it with like just starting a nutritional plan or weight loss plan and mixing a cleanse into it, that could be overwhelming. So I would highly recommend looking up very common things that have to do with maintenance. And there's also essential oils that are great for detoxing, and they're very simple to do. So like I said, lemon, either lemon oil, you put it, or lemon essential oil, and you put it in water, and you drink that as your 6 to 8 ounces of water per day, something like that. We're looking as more of maintenance to stick your toe in the water instead of just jumping in with both feet and getting overwhelmed, because we might guess that someone wouldn't last very long if they're trying to do 2 things at once.
Yeah, no, that's a gold nugget right there. I didn't even know that. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
That's a good question.
Yeah, great. Well, you know what, guys, you know, that's the questions that I had for everything. You know, I highly recommend that you reach out to Megan, take advantage of the free 30-minute consult. I'm sure that you may have more personalized questions because there's not a cookie cutter approach to any program, right? So you may have some more specific questions. So definitely reach out to Megan via email or give her a quick call, and she'll be able to get you taken care of. But once again, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to check out this webinar, and I look forward to pumping out more content for you in the future. And once again, thank you, Megan, for taking time out of your day to share this with us. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Jonathan. Bye.
Awesome.